I was working as a busy restaurant manager when I found out I was pregnant with my first child at 27. My fiancé, 26, and I had been together for 5 years and were planning to get married. Although the pregnancy was unplanned, we were excited to start a family. When I was 6 months pregnant, I took a week off from my demanding job to fly to Europe to visit my family for the first time since becoming pregnant. I wanted to see them before it became too difficult to travel. While I was away, my fiancé betrayed me in the worst way. When I returned home, I immediately noticed an unfamiliar facial scrub in the shower that did not belong to me. I panicked and confronted my fiancé, demanding answers. He completely denied it and lied to my face, thinking I was stupid enough to believe him. I was furious and cried for hours, especially hurt that he would put this stress on me while I was heavily pregnant. Although I knew the truth, he refused to admit it, so I tried to move on and focus on my high-risk pregnancy. A month after giving birth to our son, I was in a car accident. Although no one was hurt, my car was totaled. I was now faced with either spending thousands of dollars on a new car to stay in the U.S. or leaving my fiancé to move back to Europe with our newborn son. Strangely, buying a new car felt like committing to staying in the relationship. So I gave my fiancé an ultimatum: admit to cheating or I would leave. He finally confessed to having unprotected sex with another woman in our home while I was away. Despite a difficult pregnancy and fragile cervix that caused bleeding and required ER visits, I had still tried to maintain an intimate relationship, while he apparently felt entitled to satisfy himself elsewhere. 3 months later, I moved back to Europe with my son and have been happily single ever since. Leaving that relationship was the best decision I ever made. I deserve a loyal partner who will support me during difficult times, not betray me at my most vulnerable. While my ex gave me the gift of my child, I lost all respect for him. I'm proud of myself for finding the courage to leave and build a better life for my son. OP, you are so brave and strong. Leaving that relationship took immense courage, but it was absolutely the right thing to do. No one deserves to be treated with such callous disregard and disrespect. I am so sorry you had to go through that hurt and betrayal, especially during such a vulnerable time. But I applaud you for having the self-respect to walk away. That man did not deserve you. His actions showed his true colors, and you and your child are better off without someone so selfish in your lives. Surround yourself with people who truly love and support. You deserve nothing less. Be proud of yourself for doing the hard but right thing. Use that strength and conviction to build a happy, healthy life for you and your baby. Don't look back. Just keep moving forward. Brighter days are ahead. You've got this. Stay strong. And remember your worth. The best revenge is living well and being happy despite those who hurt you. I wish you and your child all the very best. You absolutely made the right choice. And there are such better things in store for you now. Keep your head up. You should feel empowered by taking control of your destiny. You are strong. You are brave. And you and your baby both deserve the world. Here's to new beginnings and trusting yourself. You've so got this. If you want to hear more stories, please subscribe my channel. Story 2. My fiancé cheated on me with my father. I, 27M, was engaged to my fiancé L, 26F. We had been together for 6 years and were planning our wedding. We met during her freshman year of college and lived in the same dorm building. It turned out we were from towns only 20 minutes apart, so I often gave her rides home on breaks. Our families accepted each other with open arms, and our relationship grew strong over the years. After I graduated, I got a good job near home. I visited Elle at school often, and we spent time together whenever she came home. When she graduated, she moved in with me. Like me, she was offered a great job nearby. We had been living together happily for 3 years when I proposed. Looking back, There were many signs I missed. My father, B, 52M, was always calling L, and they claimed it was to discuss family events. Once, when L was in the shower, B called. When I answered, he sounded surprised and upset. He said he wanted to talk to L about my mother R's 50th upcoming birthday. At the time, I thought nothing of it, but now I feel like an idiot for not seeing the truth. Last Thursday, L had the day off. After breakfast, I left for work as usual. Around lunchtime, I realized I had forgotten paperwork for an afternoon meeting. I decided to go home to get it, not bothering to tell Elle I was coming since I didn't expect her to be there. When I walked in, I was shocked by what I saw. There was a trail of clothes on the floor leading to the bedroom, and I could hear faint noises. I stood frozen, rage and disgust coursing through me. When I came to my senses, I started recording on my phone. I gathered the clothes and threw them into the hallway. When I got to the bedroom, the door was open. I filmed for a minute before flipping on the lights. To my horror, the man in bed with Elle was my own father. He panicked and grabbed a towel to cover himself, begging me to stop filming. When he approached me, I warned him not to come closer. He didn't listen, so I punched him in the jaw, knocking him out for a minute. I turned to Elle and asked why she cared about him but not her fiancé. My father woke up, and I told them both to be gone when I returned from work or I'd share the video. I told my father he was dead to me. I no longer had a father. At work, my boss noticed I seemed off and saw blood on my collar. I showed her the video, and she was shocked to realize Elle was cheating with my own father. She urged me to take time off, but I insisted I was fine for my meeting. Afterward, she asked how I could pretend everything was normal. I had no answer. I went home alone for the first time in years, reeling from the betrayal of the two people I had trusted most. My world had been shattered in an instant, and I had no idea how to pick up the pieces. OP, I am so sorry you had to go through this terrible betrayal and trauma. No one deserves to experience something like this, especially from the two people closest to them. Some thoughts I have. 1. Do not blame yourself. This is not your fault in any way. You trusted the people who were supposed to love and support you unconditionally, as anyone would. Do not beat yourself up over not seeing the signs sooner. 2. Take time to yourself to grieve and process this. Let yourself feel the pain, anger, sadness, whatever emotions come up. Talk to others who love and support you. Seek professional help from a counselor or therapist if needed. The pain will lessen over time, though you may always carry scars. 3. Do not seek revenge. As satisfying as it may feel in the moment, it will not undo the damage and will likely make you feel worse in the long run. The healthiest thing is to make a clean break from your father and ex. 4. Lean on your true supporters. Spend time with people who love and care about you. Let them comfort you. Talking about the experience can help the healing process. 5. Do not make any major life decisions right now. Your emotions are raw, and you need time to process what happened before deciding how to move forward. Wait until you feel more stable before ending relationships, moving, quitting your job, etc. 6. In time, try to rebuild your trust in others slowly. Not everyone will betray you like this. When you are ready, open yourself up to new relationships, but proceed cautiously. Your ability to trust has been shattered, so take your time. This is a pivotal moment, but you have the strength and courage to move on from this. Do not lose hope. There are still good, trustworthy people in this world and happiness ahead for you. I wish you the very best in your healing process. You deserve so much better. If you want to hear more stories, please subscribe my channel. Story 3. My wife, the sex worker. My ex-wife and I met in college. She was the most stunning woman I had ever seen and always had a crowd of admirers. Although we had some classes together over 4 years, I never pursued her, intimidated by her many suitors. One day after class, she unexpectedly asked if I would study with her. We started dating, and the rest is history. We married after college and began our careers in the same field at different companies. While I found immediate success, she struggled in the male-dominated industry. She changed jobs in the first year and continued to struggle. In our 3rd year of marriage, she became pregnant with our first son. She worked throughout the pregnancy and gave birth to our 2nd son within a year. After the births, her doctor discovered precancerous cells during a routine exam and advised her to have a hysterectomy. Heartbroken at not being able to have more children, she poured herself into motherhood. She became a stay-at-home mom, caring for our infants while I focused on my career. We were close friends with another couple we had known since college. A and B. Our families vacationed together, had dinner, and went on outings. We were the best of friends. After B lost his job in 2001, he became a stay-at-home dad. My ex-wife and B began spending time together with the kids. I later discovered they were having an affair. A year into the affair, B asked my ex-wife if we had ever discussed having a threesome. Although we had an active sex life, it was purely fantasy. However, my ex-wife agreed to B's suggestion. They had a threesome with B's friend, and it soon turned into a business, with my ex-wife meeting clients for sex during the day. She hid it from me, pretending to budget money for camps and activities to occupy the kids. Our home life seemed normal, and I attributed our less frequent sex life to my demanding work schedule. In 2016, B called to tell me my ex-wife was in the hospital, seriously injured. I rushed to find her hooked up to machines, her face shattered. The police had already questioned her, and a nurse said her clothes from a hotel room were in a bag. My ex-wife revealed the truth in fragments, drifting in and out of consciousness. B confessed his role, omitting the affair. As my ex-wife recovered, the whole sordid story emerged. I told her, who threw B out. I asked my ex-wife to move out, filed for divorce, and have had no contact with her since. 5 years later, the grief remains unbearable. Although my sons know the truth, it feels as if she died. I still love her, but our relationship was irrevocably shattered through her deception and betrayal. The scars persist, a reminder of what was lost. OP. I'm so sorry you went through such a traumatic experience and devastating betrayal. No one deserves to be deceived and hurt in that way, especially by someone they loved and trusted. It's normal that even years later, the grief remains intense. A betrayal of this magnitude cuts deep, and the scars it leaves behind persist. The feelings of loss over the death of the relationship and family you once had are profoundly painful. However, as difficult as it is, try to be gentle with yourself and maintain hope. The intensity of the pain will lessen over time, though you may always carry the scars. Talking to others who have had similar experiences may help provide support and validation. Focus on surrounding yourself with people who love and support you now. Your ex-wife's actions say everything about her own issues and nothing about you. Do not blame yourself or question your self-worth because of her deception. You did nothing to deserve how she betrayed you and caused you anguish. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, in your own time and in your own way, if you even choose to forgive. Forgiving does not mean excusing what happened or trusting her again. But slowly, with time and effort, bitterness and resentment can fade, and you may gain more peace and closure. Though the relationship with your ex-wife died, you still have your sons. Cherish your relationship with them. Rely on your shared history together, and work to rebuild trust through open communication. Their love and support can help heal the pain over what was lost. This will remain an indelible part of your life story. But you have the power to determine how the rest of the story unfolds from here. There are more chapters left to be written. Slowly but surely, you will heal and find happiness and meaning again. You have survived this, and you will continue to survive. There is still life and joy to be found. If you want to hear more stories, please subscribe my channel. If there are any stories you want me to cover, send me an email and I will be happy to check it out.